We gotta do that again. That was sick.
Ah, that's awesome.
Welcome back to another episode of the RX7 project, Project Gem 7. We have an interesting day today because basically we've got to deal with all of this junk. I want to see if this thing runs, and yeah, I need to get it running on the ground. So basically where we're at the moment, I haven't really done much to the RX7 since the last video. So basically it's primed, done a couple of little things. Really need to get this thing idling. So I've got part of the wiring loom here, and then I've got the distributor, the coils, and really I think everything I need to get this thing running. So the plan is to get it, I don't think it was timed up properly because we kind of had it running, but it wouldn't really idle very well. So I don't think it was timed up properly, so I'm going to make sure that it's timed up correctly. And I have no idea how to do this, by the way. No idea. This is a rotary. I have no idea. So I'm going to work this out as I go. I'm guessing it's very similar to a normal car. You get timing marks in the right spot, put the dizzy in, and go from there. If not, then I may have to bring some people and get some help. Otherwise, yeah, basically I want to get this thing base timed and then try and start it. Chuck some fuel down its throat and put some power down, start a motor and see if it starts, and hopefully the thing doesn't roll away because it's not exactly secure. It should be alright. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's get into it. Let's get it done.
So this is how we end up. Shades of blue and gray. I feel just like an empty bottle. My dreams are on delay. I just wanna climb on top of a hill and throw it all away, away. Take me far away before my mind spins off and I am all derailed, derailed. Just drive all the way to the rainbow's end. Just drive.
Alright, we are kind of wired up. It's a little bit haggard, it's a little bit sketchy, but it's going to get the job done. We're going to get this thing turned over, and we're going to be able to hopefully check, see if we can get the timing sorted on this. So let me just quickly go through with what I've done, in case somebody out there is trying to do this crazy thing, then at least maybe this might help. So, right, let me take a seat. Okay, so let's start with what I've done with the distributor. I've put the engine at top dead center, well, as far as I know it is, and I've lined up the lower one spark plug to fire first. So that's the tree in here is actually facing this lead, which goes to L1, and it says on top of the cap as well, so that should be all good. So that should be timed in theory. So that's in, and then I've gone and wired up the coils and the igniter, I guess that's what that is. It's like a Bosch igniter. I had to look up the wiring diagram, and basically I've got power, a positive negative going to it from the coils, and then signal from basically our other distributor. So basically that's wired up as per the manual, so that should be legit. That's how we had it wired when we were running it the first time, like ages ago, so that was all cool. Then I've wired up the starter motor, and I've basically just taken the positive off the starter motor and I've clamped that to the battery, and the negative off the chassis of the engine, off the engine to negative. So we've got power going to the starter, and there's actually a wire that comes off the starter here somewhere, this one, and that's got positive down coming off the starter solenoid, so that's got positive on it. So I should be able to just hit the trigger for the solenoid and it fire over the engine. We're about to find out. I'm just going to double check, visual inspection, coils look legit, like, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. I put a switch on the coil, so the coils are, I can have the coils on or off. Coils are currently off at the moment, I think. Yeah, coils are currently off, so there's no power going to the coils. So even if this did want to start, it wouldn't start. So hopefully this will turn over. Let's see, and hopefully it doesn't roll away on me. So this me holding it's probably not going to do jack. Anyway, let's see if it turns over. If it doesn't, we have a problem. Let's make sure it's not in gear. Yeah, or in neutral. Ooh, shit. Lose that. Right, okay. Let's see what this thing does. Yes! It spins over. It's brilliant. That is such good news. That's awesome. So that's like step one completed. We got it turning over. Let's do it one more time. I'm gonna have to check the oil on this. Make sure it's all legit. Sounds good. Sounds very good. All right, sweet. We are firing. So I'm just gonna check the oil, and let's do that now. Quickly check the oil. All right, so here we go. We're gonna try and get this thing started. I had a wiring issue with this. I had earthed out the coils permanently so they weren't firing or switching, so hopefully this fixes the problem. We have spark, we have a little bit of fuel, we have a fire extinguisher somewhere just in case.
Spin time.
Ready?
Yep. Hold on.
Ready?
Yep. That's chucking mint fuel all over the place down here. This needs to be cleaned up before we go any further, because if that sparks, it will set fire to all of this fuel that's outside here. That's going to go. We just need a
I just wanted to idle for a second.
It will go. If you want it to idle, we're going to have to pump some fuel into the carburetor.
Yep. Ready?
That's on.
Let's do that again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Run out of fuel.
We gotta do that again. That was sick. Ah, that's awesome. That's so awesome. That was loud.
Okay, and that's shit all over my toolbox. Okay, turn it off. Stop with it. You need 2 electronic ignition, and you need to separate those so that the timing's correct.
Yeah.
It stinks. 2-stroke shit.
Yeah. That's cool. It runs.
Well, they're shitty old plugs. And
I've
that
got all
runs-
new ignition, all new caps, leads, new everything.
Yeah, well that actually the motor sounds okay, so the compression's coming back up.
That is fucking awesome. There we have it, we've got it running. That is absolutely awesome. So a couple of little electrical issues on my side, which the old man was able to come along and spot pretty quick and get sorted. We put some fuel down it, and after cleaning the plugs because they were full of oil and junk, the thing just fired up, and that is awesome. It means this thing, we're just going to clean it up, and it can just go straight back into the RX7 that's sitting right here. once we've painted it. So painting's coming up very soon. Guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.